Welcome everyone, back to another Nexus flashback. We're continuing Resident Evil games leading up to the Resident Evil 2 remake. Now the Resident Evil 2 demo is coming out shortly, but we figured it would only be fair to go through the PlayStation 1 original first with Rob's. He's endured the very original game, or the director's cut version.
As painful as it was.
Then he played the remake, which was
not bad. Much better.
So now we're going back to old school controls, and we're going to subject Robs to the original 1998 Resident Evil 2. Check that.
But I saw on the loading screen it said DualShock version. Is this not the one with the stickies?
It even actually has vibration support in the menus, so it probably was out around the same time.
Okay.
PS1 DualShock.
Right.
Well, mind you, there was a DualShock version of the first game, so I think
Yes,
that must have been 97 when it came out.
Okay.
Alright, so without further ado, we are going to start.
What have we got here?
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
What a mess! What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move! Don't move! No! What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
No! Look out!
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Maniac's gonna ram us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay!
Alright, brace yourself. You're going to start. You're not going to have a ton of ammo. I really don't know if the DualShock sticks work, so I stick with the D-pad.
We're just gonna stick with the D-pad.
And get ready to
D-pad.
run.
Okay.
I'll direct you.
Okay.
You really don't want to try and shoot through all these guys. It's a bit of a waste of time.
Okay. Still
Tank
square.
controls. You
Still
ready?
square to
Square
run.
to run.
To one.
Okay, run forward.
Ah!
Turn left.
No!
Jam
okay.
buttons. Keep running. Alright, just keep running.
Just.
Avoid him if you can. Yeah, run on the bottom of the screen. Okay,
Getting
run
better
on
at
the
this.
top of the screen. I don't think you can go around that car.
No! That's
Okay,
an
run
A.
back to the bottom around him.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Now keep to the right as you come into this alley. This right. The tank control right. Then via left.
That wall. Oh no!
Mash buttons. Into that door. Run, run, run.
Which door? This door?
Yep.
Is that a door?
Yes. Run further forward. In you go.
And I just had to stop and look at what is just
I've got good
happening.
news though. You get the shotgun really quickly.
Oh,
in this
awesome.
game.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. Much needed, I guess.
Indeed. But first,
Especially in a confined police station with zombies.
Kendo.
But for...
Who are you?
Sir, I am from the RPD.
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Do you think this still counts as illegal? Because you know you can't raise a firearm at an officer.
When there might be a zombie, I guess you could
I
maybe
suppose there could be, huh?
Sorry about that.
But yes, this is Kendo's short-lived cameo. Possibly
thought
the
you were
worst
one of
voice
them.
actor in this game. Things improved a
going
lot
on
since
in
the
this
first.
town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, because locking the door
By the time I
is
noticed something was wrong,
security.
the entire city was
Yes, yes,
infested with
yes.
zombies.
Yeah, so they've at least fleshed them out a little bit more, but you can still see the same 12 anchor points they've used for the animation.
Yeah, which was, I guess it was 2 years later, and this game went through like a, it's commonly known as like a Resident Evil 1.5, they actually had like
Yes.
a version of it that didn't release. Scrap that, and then sort of, I think it still used the same basic premise.
Oh, it combines it for you.
Yep.
Thankfully, you've taken the handgun bullets. Okay. Yeah. Will be pretty weird
I'm
if they
sorry,
weren't.
Kendo.
Oh, at least they're jocks now. They're not just old people.
Alright, you can go and grab that hammer.
Well, they're not exactly going to run at me, so...
Nice, and now what I'd suggest you do is we really want a shotgun.
The case is broken. There's nothing useful. Okay.
So,
Thanks, guys. Bye.
No.
Ah,
Okay. We want a shotgun.
Wait,
Take position
wait.
and start shooting. Right bumper to raise gun again. Auto aim should be on. And fire away.
Which is at X.
And you can just rotate yourself to tap viciously. It's like saving automatic. Good.
No! Go down.
Oh. So let's get up. Nice. Alright.
Getting better at this.
It's exactly the same system as the first one. You can
No
see the
blood.
pools of blood. No blood, bad. Blood, good.
Blood good. I thought I'd say that
Resident Evil
sentence.
standards.
Okay, shotgun is
on Kendo.
Is on Kendo.
Yep. That's
Oh
why we
no,
have to kill
and
those
Kendo's
guys.
gonna be alive still. He's having a seizure.
Nah, unfortunately, I think it's too
No.
late for Kendo.
Oh no, sorry Kendo. Thanks for the gun, though. No. Leon.
Just keep tapping X. We'll investigate everything.
He has stopped breathing.
More importantly,
The streets are no longer secure. You know, the dialogue might have improved, but the actual, like,
Descriptions.
the script just didn't actually really get any better.
alright, you can head off out that door. And now, this game does, once again, just like the first game, you reload automatically.
Yes.
There's no manual reload. So, if you do want to prepare, you can go into the inventory and manual reload.
Okay.
But now, this was pretty amazing. Like, coming from the first game,
Yes,
you were
yeah.
locked into that mansion. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
broken off into different parts.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
like, being on the streets of Raccoon City, amazing. It's a short-lived sequence, but it was very
It's still,
cool
yeah.
at the time.
it's- Bye.
We've been through this before.
Okay. Oh, no.
Things are like
Oh,
3D
no.
and polygonal. You know there's
Yes.
something that's going
Yes. Oh no! Take the handgun bullets. I've only got 4 shotgun shots. But that's not a good sign.
165 handgun rounds. This is what he does to you.
Okay, come on. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. All 3 pixels of my gun and I are waiting.
Maybe you're being a kind. That looks like it might be about 6 or 7.
Oh yeah. You're probably right. It's a bit hard to see at this distance. Oh, hello. We have another contender.
Indeed. Oh, looks like they're both down. Oh, never
Oh
mind.
no! Stay down. It still has the point up, point down. Okay, that guy was relatively easy. Relatively easy. Relatively easy to take down. Okay. And I'm assuming we need to go through this guy.
Correct. I did discover something quite interesting watching like a bit of a let's play. I always considered aiming down pretty pointless.
Yes.
And with the shotgun, aiming up is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But you can actually put them into a stumble animation if you shoot into their leg.
Okay.
They do like a little weird
Yeah, a little
backwards
stumble,
thing,
yeah.
And then you can charge past them. So it does actually have its tactical uses
Okay.
if you're trying to avoid
Yeah.
combat. The upside is I think because we're playing on easy mode, you have more than enough pistol ammo to shoot your way through to the police station.
Thankfully.
Just look at these backgrounds. I mean, like, the first game was pretty impressive, but they really jacked up the resolution in the second game. Like all this graffiti, all this like added detail on the side. And once again, the camera angles are still phenomenal.
And the scary part is that this was like amazing.
Wow.
And he
And
walks
this was a
through,
full 20 years ago now. Well, just over 20 years now.
and he walks through his shadow down the stairs. So we're just gonna actually shoot you because
Oh, you good.
you're still alive. You're still alive. Rotate.
Oops.
No. No jumping on the dumpster for you.
Death by shot to kneecap.
This is our real main fight. Okay, Leon, there we go. Thank you. Oh no! And we'll back a little bit and reload.
He's totally knocked
Stay
down.
down. Stay down.
Alright,
Yeah.
onwards.
Oh,
Never mind.
Leon's a lot more forceful than Jill in the first game.
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. I definitely threw you into the deep end with that arranged mode and with Jill.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a much weaker character in the first game. Leon?
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
dead. You're dead.
If memory serves me right, in this game there's no difference to the difficulty of either character. They're
okay.
exactly the same health, they take the same amount of damage. So it's really just a story thing this time around. Alright. We can probably run past these guys to see them.
No. We're gonna get on the bus.
Sadly not out of here.
Where does this bus go? Anywhere but here! And there's one on the bus, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Better still.
Oh no, what else is on the bus?
No, don't worry. Nothing too exciting happens for a little
Aw.
while in this game. It eases you into it.
No, what?
Okay.
What?
Okay, minus her.
Stop.
Ah, there you go.
Oh.
Damage animations. Remember how they were completely
Yes.
lacking in the original game.
Yes,
Not the
you-
remake, but in the
You
original.
kind of didn't know what level of health you were until you actually went into the infantry.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how do we get to that? I think it's triangle.
B
Isn't
or
it?
circle or triangle, I think, will take you into it. There you
It
go.
would be circle. Okay, let's just.
Don't have any health items yet.
no,
But once
indeed.
again,
We're only caution, so it's not too bad.
yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah.
We'll find some herbs soon.
Okay.
I would strongly recommend you stick to your pistol for now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need that shotgun.
And is the knife in this game still as useless as the first game?
Utterly crap.
Okay.
There are several locations where you can try and like wedge a zombie into a corner and knife them to death, but other than that, no.
Ooh, he's got a bit of spunk to him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He's also got quite a few friends, so be careful.
Oh no.
Like, quite a lot of friends.
No!
They're actually getting good at this.
No!
Almost good. Keep running, there's a gate right just past him.
No! Come on,
You good.
Leon, get in. There we go. That's the stuff. You know, the town is still infected with zombies, so this is still like semi-recent, but the gates are rusted over.
This, or you can actually just go downstairs, or you can shoot your way through.
Nah, we'll go downstairs.
Save bullets,
I'm
this is what we should
I'm
be
busy
doing.
dying, yes. Yeah, because in this game you don't get experience points.
For reference, this game's only meant to be set 2 months after the first game.
Okay.
So, although there was a 2-year gap in development of the game, like, chronologically, it's only 2 months later. So it really is just a case of the events at the mansion happen, and it slowly filters into the town, and things go out of control. Search those bushes. There you go.
Thank you, green herb. I shall use the green herb. Okay.
I think there are more inside, so you might
No,
have
but
to
I think
use-
I'm just going to be safe and use this one right now. Okay, now we're fine. Because eating
green herbs is good for you.
Eating random green leafery is apparently going to help you heal. Okay, are we going this
We
side,
are.
huh?
So welcome to the RPD, and like to be honest, this is actually where the bulk of the game takes
Yes.
place. So that opening city sequence is awesome, but relatively short-lived. It sets like the scene for what's happening. But now you enter the
I
world.
suppose
It's
almost like a previous day tutorial kind of thing, yeah.
pretty much very linear, not too much to do except shoot. And now you come into the world's most illogically placed police station, or at least structured police station.
Yeah, it's like 4 steps.
You can see like a lot of the basic premise they've kept. It's you remember the mansion, central hall, east and west wings, multiple levels, very much the same thing in the second game. Only the police station now serves as your primary area for at least the first half, probably more than a half of the game.
Are we expecting a unicorn?
Uh
I don't know, is it something about a unicorn? It's sonically locked.
yes.
Oh.
Jacked up, this is the future, not
This
just
was
arbitrary. Ooh, but we'll wait for a cutscene.
Okay, we'll wait for a cutscene. Oh no!
Oh, man.
I remember this being as one of the most terrible pieces of voice acting in
Who are you?
Not only voice acting,
Just
Dialogue.
dialogue.
New guy.
dialogue
Everything.
in general, you name it.
Really, it was just
This
bad.
guy has an interesting idea of how to keep other
It
people
looks
safe.
like your party has been cancelled. What happened?
But yeah, so needless to say, Leon missed his
About
party.
2 months
The
ago,
police
Yeah.
station is in bad shape.
there was this incident
Whoever's locker that is
Involving
supposed to be called
zombies.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Not sure how
in
many
a
pixels there
mansion
are on that.
located in the outskirts of this city.
It's all of 12.
Chris
Yeah.
and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
I've always also just loved how, obviously they can't exactly show
risked their
detail
lives to
in
reveal the
these kinds
truth.
of games. Like
But
in that day,
no
but
one,
when a character moved, all the pixels just like,
not long
Shit.
after
like
that,
yeah, like he
all
moves in like this
started to
direction.
happen.
I guess it's a combination of animation points.
Yeah.
Also, like the way textures were applied, I think
Yeah.
like, he has a 3D frame and textures are just stretched between like vertices. So every time that model deforms, all they do is stretch the textures.
Here,
There's like no cloth
Take this
physics or
key
anything
card.
that we're used to
you should
nowadays.
be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
I mean, I still remember I couldn't believe it when I used to see breathing
go.
animations in a game. It was just, incredible.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
I still remember one of my ultimate PlayStation 1 experiences was Tomb Raider 3.
Hmm.
They like introduced like multiple triangular surfaces rather than usual square textures everywhere. And one stage in the South Pacific island had like rippling water. And it was just like, oh, this is incredible. I've never seen this before. Alright, so we've got the card. The officer locked us out and pointed a gun at us, which I'm pretty sure is not like standard police procedure.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
We'll
we're
find-
going to take his word for it
Yeah,
because
we'll find him later.
there's a zombie. Ooh, can I check my emails? Door lock service.
Look at this awesome like
but also we
mock-up
have
of
a key card.
windows.
Will you use it? Am I using it? I'm going to use it. Okay.
We're not going anywhere without it.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, I saw there was a little tab there for editing. Here we go. File editing, mode image filter. Okay,
Huh.
fantastic. It's always nice to know that Windows 95 supported file
Resident
editing.
Evil. Alright, before we go
Okay,
anywhere,
yes, typewriter.
typewriters, manual save
Oh.
systems, awesomeness.
Do we have increments?
We do.
They give you an increment. Fantastic.
two of them.
Ah,
Well, they're given the mode you're playing on, you don't deserve anymore.
wow. Putting it lightly. Okay, yes, memory card.
You can overwrite or make a fresh one.
I'll make a fresh one. Okay, here we go.
And we're off. So,
Yeah.
we do have a bit of an option now. We can do like east or west wing. I would suggest we go west first. So stick to the same side of the hall as the office that the officer was on. So we're not going to be able to get back in there because he's locked us out. But yeah, that away is a good starting point. Once again, it doesn't really matter. Both sides will take you to like items that progress the plot. But I find this is the smoothest introduction. And it's just a good route to go first.
Yay. Okay. Ooh, save box thingy.
Item boxes.
Yay.
Also, pretty much a staple of a good chunk of the series. My god, easy mode gives you tons of first aid sprays. Never discussing this again. But yes, I suggest you take a first aid spray.
Indeed.
And you can drop off your save ribbons. There's almost always a typewriter close to an item box, so not really worth holding on to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Now, this was the one with they introduced the first aid spray animation in this one, didn't they? Or did you just kind of use it and magically heal up?
No.
Okay.
I cannot remember. We'll have
So,
to try. I'm
bullets in
almost
the-
certain there'll be an excuse for you to actually use a first aid.
Probably. There is an officer over by the reception desk. No, there's not.
Oh no, that is
Is he taking a lunch break? I thought the bust was speaking to me. Okay, never mind. All right. It's a little bit too much mystery for my taste. Okay.
There you go.
How about we don't?
No choice.
How about no?
Now this was... Do you remember the dogs jumping through the window?
Yes.
This is like
Yes.
Resident Evil 2's... I mean, I love these camera angles. Through the window, in your face. Can't see in front of you. The sound of something dripping. Oh, pause. Before you investigate his body, equip that shotgun. Going to be kind to you and give you a little bit of forewarning.
Yes. I need it. I do need it. Okay. Okay. Are we doing anything with this box? We're gonna just...
Later, Resident Evil 2 introduced, because you have two characters and you can play character 1 like Leon A, Claire B, or Claire A, Claire B.
I feel a sense of foreboding.
You should.
Oh, lovely. Well, hi there, friend. Pretty sure that's the face from Unity. It's like if Venom was inside out. No. That's not that. Oh my gosh, he's fast. Okay.
Oh, but he's down.
That's a beautiful death animation. It's
And
absolutely
he's
stunning.
screeching.
And I am now bleeding again.
Let's take a look, see if we got
Oh,
an
no.
animation.
Okay.
No, I'm
No.
sorry. I think it's only in the later
No.
games that they introduced that.
No animation.
So going back to, you were talking about
Yes.
the little box on the window. So it's one of several things that happen in Resident Evil 2. So the first one is you've got a Leon A or a Claire A scenario, followed by a Leon B or a Claire B. And you basically see mostly the same locations, but you see slightly different like primary enemy types and secondary characters, and and you learn a little more about the story as you play. So you really need to play like both scenarios to get the full story. And you can alternate them around. It doesn't necessarily change it up that much. But one of the things they did in this game is, first, you can actually, if you play the B scenario, certain things you do in the A scenario can affect their game. So like, we won't get to it, but one item you can pick up is a large secondary weapon, or you can pick up a pouch that expands your inventory, or you can take both if you're a real ass. But you can choose to take one or leave one behind, and then in the second playthrough that will be left for them. And likewise, those boarded up windows there's basically several, I think maybe it's just two, but there are two corridors where you can board up the windows. And in your B scenario, you'll stop enemies from coming in and you'll clear that out as like, or you'll keep that as a safe location for your character. Ooh. I so thought there was zombies in here. Never mind, continue. It's been a while.
Okay.
But we can go get one step closer to... don't forget to whack A.
Getting the balls out of here.
Maybe not. There is a back room in here where you want to go and collect something. Or a soda. Or a regular coffee.
Or a coffee. I mean, you know,
It says
these
regular coffee.
apocalypse are trying times. Leon just looks like so done with life. It's just, you know.
This is actually something that's a holdover from the first game. So you remember when you played the first game, Jill got a lockpick early on. So Chris got himself a lighter. And now Leon actually finds himself in the same situation. Well, in fact, none of them get exactly the same. The guy gets a lighter, the lady gets a lockpick. So you can now, for example, go and investigate that picture.
Ah, I see. The title is Naked Woman Hangs from a... Oh, never mind. Sacrifice to the whole thing. Okay.
Let's try.
That's not. Okay. Yes, I have to go into the inventory.
Exactly.
Indeed, I remember now.
So the old days games don't do things for you.
Yeah.
You must figure them out. But if you were Claire, for example, you would have to first find yourself a lighter and then come back and...
Okay, I have a two-part question here.
Sure.
Why was there a gem hidden behind a painting? Would no one have noticed that? And why are there gems stashed in a police station?
Just you wait, because we're going to go and find the second gem now.
Okay. As I found a jewel by myself, I'm so proud.
If you thought that was weirdly...
And I was just sad. I'm so sad. Okay.
There is, of course, we probably won't do them for this playthrough, but like you'll find files all over the place as well that explain a little about what's happening in the background and what was going on at the police station. Prime example, here you go. So these will give you... there you go. Raccoon Police Department. Zombies.
Many have been injured, even more killed during the attack. Okay. An operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as preventing this disaster, sorry. Oh, a bit too late for that, guys. Okay, this is blah blah blah.
And yet, if you read into it, you'll like have a little bit of foreshadowing about what you might find later. So if you're playing it for the first time, you definitely want to give these a read. But we're going to skip them for the sake of making this.
Or you can just run balls in like I do, and then shoot everything, and then die, and then wonder what happened. What went wrong? Oh no! Oh no!
Not yet.
Oh, okay, door. I feel like this is like walking through Door Simulator 1997.
Yeah, loading screens are hard.
Yeah.
Good news, time for some action.
Oh
on both
my
sides.
gosh! Oh no! Oh!
Actually,
Almost! Almost!
He fell on your leg, and she fell on your neck. I'd run down the corridor. You're still good? I'd run down the corridor and maybe...
Can I go through this door? It's locked!
A diamond.
So
remember how in the previous games you had like...
Yes.
So different like... you had like shields,
shield
and stuff like that. Now you're looking for card decks.
Okay.
So clubs, hearts,
not a real diamond. You don't have to shove a diamond through the door.
No. We all have other uses for our gems.
Oh, is this a new plant? No, it's not a new plant.
No.
And there is a save room here, if I'm not mistaken.
Spot on.
And
Some
there's
herbs.
2 green herbs. We're just going to pick us up first. And we're going to take the green herb. We're going to zip this one. And then we're going to make them together. Because now we've got 3.
Indeed. Although...
So I think what I'm going to do, because I learned my lesson the last time. I'm going to combine these. And then, oh no, not like that. I remember the last time I combined all the herbs together, and then I had one giant herb mix.
Correct.
But then I ran out of herbs very quickly. Because
and what I would recommend is these games have a red herb, which is useless on its own, but it modifies. So 1 red plus 1 green is full health. So it's always good to keep a green herb like, on standby. One of the save rooms and that wonderful, wonderful music.
Nothing in the locker so far.
There is a way to get into the locker, but I forgot to mention it before we started.
Okay. I would like to take the increment, yes please. I've taken the increment. I'd like to save.
You're going to do a little bit of inventory management first.
It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. Okay. Maybe 1. And we're just going to type our name on this piece of paper and so it knows what we're doing.
You will forever return.
You will forever return to this typewriter. Do you think you like bind your soul to it? That's what
Dark Souls style.
Yeah.
Resurrected the typewriter.
And the box.
Right, and yeah, as you can see, the item box is always interlinked.
Should we drop anything else off while we are?
I don't think we need that red gem until we get back to the main hall.
Okay, we're going to drop it.
No, we don't need it until much later.
Okay,
so you can drop that. You can probably drop off 1 of your health items. I don't think you're going to need all. Need both of them.
Okay,
but yeah, as I described in the first game.
Why are there so many cameras in the thingy?
Huh? Oh, go take a look in the back room.
I mean, what is going on here?
You can investigate it.
Oh well, that mystery will forever be unsolved.
No, there you go. It's solved.
Oh no,
It's an
not
old school photo imaging.
darkroom.
Darkroom, yeah.
Well, I suppose that's what the typewriter called the safe darkroom, I guess.
Huh.
I can develop film here.
You can indeed. There's
Ah,
to find.
right.
There's one we can find just
Because-
upstairs, but it involves whacking the X button like 50 times and searching the same spot, which I don't think we're going to
Okay.
do for the sake of this run. Alright, so what do you think?
Yeah, I felt a little bit easier. I think maybe the first playthrough helped a bit more with the tank, getting used to the tank controls.
For sure.
But it wasn't as bad as I expected. Much better than the first one, but still has its moments, especially where the guy points a gun at your head and just tells you, "Get up!" You know?
Yeah, dialogue still can't be. But yeah, you can see now this game was like, I think there were a lot of people who were really interested in the first game, but this really like brought it to like mainstream appeal. I mean, there's a figure where this game sold just on the PlayStation like 4.6 million copies, so it was a huge success there. It was one of the first, for some reason, with the PlayStation 1 era, I played a lot of sequels before going back to the first. Kind of like Tomb Raider 2, so I played Resident Evil 2 before going back. But yeah, it was just a fantastic game. Like, all the production values are like jacked up compared to the first game. And like, you've seen the flow, but it's a little more action-packed. Maybe a little less so if we weren't playing on easy mode. But like, there's still a lot more encounters and there's a lot more happening in like a short space of time.
Well, I mean, finding the liquor so quickly was quite cool. Not gonna lie.
The dogs were cool in the first game, but like that liquor in particular. Because I remember the very first time I played this, it was on like a rented PlayStation and there was no memory card.
Yeah.
It's like the very first time I encountered the liquor, I was on like Caution Health. And the very first thing it did was just do like this tongue execute animation where it's just like, tongue, like through your character, pixelated blood collapsed to the
And
floor,
you're just
and it's
like,
no. So yes, I went through that street section a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's very
actually,
good. And it'll be interesting to see, because it looks like Resident Evil 2 Remake from the footage we've seen, like the general layout of the police station from some of the footage looks familiar. But like, how will we get there? Like, are they still going to start out on the streets? We've seen scenes with like Leon and Ada conversing a lot more. These are secondary characters we're not going to be able to see in this playthrough, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how much it actually holds true to Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 versus...
Luckily for us, we don't have to wait too long,
No, not
because
long
we're
at
actually
all.
going to jump straight into the Resident Evil 2 Remake demo.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's an open little demo you get until I think the 31st of January you can download it.
Yeah.
But you can only play it once per profile. But if you manage to finish it before the 30 minutes is over, you can actually replay
Go
it
back.
again.
Or if you die, you can go back. So it's 30 minutes from starting up the game. And yeah, you said that there are people who have already completed whatever the content is. We're not entirely sure. We'll find out if we get to the end of it now.
So as always, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure you click the bell notification so that you actually know when we put new videos up. And yeah, I think this has been really awesome. Can't wait to play the demo.
Yeah.
And from myself and from Andrew, goodbye.
We'll see you soon.